Hey, Algebra 1 kids, this is Dr. Callahan with Week 17 Tuesday. How are you guys doing? So go ahead and pause the video and answer your last warm-up log question. So these are the questions right here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take you guys to MS Teams just so we can have an idea as to what is expected of you for this last week. You know your warm-up is due, so I am going to go ahead and share with you guys what my expectation is of you accessing that. So from last week, here is your warm-up log submission. So if you go ahead and just click on the View Assignments, you'll be able to see the warm-up log itself, and this is the reflection that you will need to go ahead and fill out. And when you're done with this, take a photo and then upload it onto the assignment for MS Team on this assignment. And I'm just gonna go back to this. If you guys take a look at this right here, and I'll just go ahead and see who has turned it in, who has not turned it in, and how many points you get. But you absolutely must upload it because it is worth 100 points, or excuse me, 300 points. And so if you don't have it logged here, you will have a 0 for your warm-up log. So just a hint of that. You don't need to take pictures of every single page. Just fill out that submission and then turn it in for me. Just the reflection right here. That's the only thing that you need to do. So just please keep that in mind. And here it says, is the submission or final? No, your final is on School City. It will be posted on Wednesday. Okay, so anyways, that's not your final. If you go over here to, I'm actually just going to go ahead and start, show you guys what the final schedule looks like so that way you are aware. Your final schedule starts on Wednesday. See attachment. And why is this not moving? Come on, move, move, move. Okay, let's move this up a little bit. Okay, this is not moving. Move. Dang it. See attachment for your schedule. And I'm going to go ahead and attach a schedule for you guys so that way you know what your schedule is for all of your classes. And let's see, final schedule. There it is. And here it's attaching. And so if you go ahead and click on the schedule right here, and actually I'm just gonna pull it up. And I'll share this with you guys so that way you can see it. This is your schedule starting this Wednesday. Wednesday, December 16th is the beginning of the schedule. Period 1, which is you guys, your schedule is going to be starting at 8:30 until 10 o'clock. Okay, so you have an hour and 30 minutes for your final. And then also period 2 starts at 10:20 to 11:50, etc. That is only for Wednesday. Then after that is Thursday, which is your last day of class because there's no school on Friday. So Thursday starts with 4th period, 8:30 till 10, 5th period, and then 6th period. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So for Algebra 1, for you guys, you will start at 8:30 on Wednesday. Now, your test is only going to be open during this window from 8:30 till 10. So after which, you will not have access to this and you will have a 0 as a result of that. So you cannot just go, let me just take the test at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is not my test. This is a district test. So it has to be activated at that period at that time. So in case you miss the final, you will have a 0 and then you can retake it in semester 2, but you might be issued an F until you actually take the final, in which case, if you do pass the class afterwards, we will issue you a grade change form. So it's really, really important that you take the final Wednesday, which is December 16th at 8:30. You are also timed, so when you start the final, you only have 60 minutes with a timer. So you can't stop the final go eat breakfast, and then come back and finish the final an hour later. It has to be sitting down in one stretch of 60 minutes. So just keep that in mind. I believe it is less than 20 questions, multiple choice, free response, multiple select on School City. So this is your schedule. So I would just highly recommend that you go ahead and take this seriously, because it's not a final that I make, it's the common district final. So everybody who's taking Algebra 1 in the entire school district, that's like 13 high schools, like people that you know at Sparks High School, McQueen High School that's taking Algebra 1, you guys take exactly the same final. Okay, so your schedule starts on Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, so yours was I should put for Algebra 1, period 1 starts on. And then when you guys are doing this, make sure you are logging on to School City. And if you're like, I don't know where School City is, so let me show you. You're gonna go to Washoe County School District School City. This is where you go. First part says assessment. And make sure you guys go to the student login. So I'm also gonna paste this here so that way you guys know where to go. Okay, so I'm gonna redo this here. Here we go. Okay, so you're gonna go to access this Algebra 1 final by clicking on this link, okay? Make sure that you are doing the student access. And so I'm gonna just go ahead and move that over here so that way you guys can see that as well. So student access, or I should say student login. And then once you log on with a student login, you are then gonna go to, okay, so I can access this with a student login because you guys have a different login than I do, but I have the staff access. So I will go to the staff access and make sure you guys click on the SAML. Okay, don't log in with your password. You have to click on the SAML. So I'm gonna notate that so that way you guys are aware. Click on SAML, not login. And then once you do that, you should be able to access your task and go ahead and get started. Okay, so make sure you guys are doing that. So directions to access the Algebra 1 final. And then I'm gonna put it is timed for 60 minutes. Do not stop in the middle of the test. Complete all questions in 60 minutes. Okay. And I'm just gonna put good luck. And again, your algebra final, I'm gonna put you have 8:30, you have the test, okay. The test is opened at Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Okay, so make sure you guys have that window to 10 a.m. for period 1. Okay, so once again, make sure you are accessing, I should just say the test opens at, there we go. All right, so now I'm gonna post this over there onto MS Team, so that way you guys have access to this as well. All right. So this is the instruction, you guys. Make sure, once again, your final for Algebra 1 starts tomorrow, which is Wednesday. It starts at 8:30 to 10 o'clock a.m. If you miss that window, you're going to have to get an F and then retake this next semester. So I highly suggest that you make sure you log on at 8:30. So make sure you go by clicking on this link right here. Go to the student login, which is right there. Click on SAML login. It is time for 60 minutes. Do not stop in the middle of the task. Complete all the questions in 60 minutes. And that's basically it. And if you need to know your final schedule, here it is. Okay. All right, you guys. So we did the warm-up log. We talked about the final. And that is basically it of what I have for you guys for this semester. I will have your grades posted by Thursday by 3 p.m. so that way you know whether you passed or you failed. Anything that you need, you are welcome to go ahead and email me at ncallahan@washoeschools.net. I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint to see if there's anything else that we need. Oh, there is one more thing that I need. Just kidding. So I'm going to go ahead and start the assignment for week 2 on MS Teams. So let's go ahead and switch it over here. So I'm going to go to assignment. And then I am going to create assignment. And this is just going to be week 17, Tuesday, finals week instructions. Must watch video for final. There we go. And then your instructions, like I had before, is right there. And then it is going to be worth 100 points for your final. Or I'm sorry, it is. I'm just not going to do that. And then due on Tuesday. There we go. And I'm just going to click on sign. All right, you guys. So this is your last one question. Make sure you go ahead and submit your warm-up log for me. That is part of your things for today. And then in addition to that, there is a practice task that I mentioned before. So if you're like, how do I access the practice task? I'm going to show you guys one more time to do that. So for the practice task, you're going to go to your student login. I'm going to go to my login, which is right here. And you are going to go to your test, which is going to be coming up. Your practice test for this is going to look something that says high school math final online. You're going to click on that, and then you should have access to this part right here. Okay. And I've activated all of you guys. You need to make sure you are actually taking them so that we have access to it. And that's basically it. And another thing is that if you need to know how to access this, I have a video that I made for you guys specifically on doing this. So let's go back to MS Teams. To practice, to access practice common district final, please watch the video attached. And I'm going to go ahead and attach the video. Okay, so it's uploading. It's going to take a little bit. All right, you guys, that's basically it. So once again, upload your warm-up log. I would suggest you do the practice test so that way you don't have any problems accessing the test on Wednesday. And once again, your final starts on Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. If you miss that window because it closes at 10 o'clock, then you're not going to be able to take the test, okay? You have a 0 or an F for that. So just please keep that in mind. Have a great week, you guys. I'll see you guys next time.